Hey guys, so as promised, I am doing the Young Nails video today. I had already recorded it before and I didn't feel like I did it justice, so I wanted to redo it. And that's part of the process, you know, not every video is going to come out the way you want. So real quick, this week we got a lot going on. I got the Kamisi brush, the other one, because I want to, you know, check into that again a little better. The E-Nail Couture vegan brush showed up, and we are going to go over that. I'm pretty excited for that. We're going to do the revolution of brushes and talk about how I got here, why I do what I do. Got a couple surprise giveaways for the week. I got one of these all-in-one gel polish kits. Comes with a cute little case. 6 colors, top coat, base coat, a little mini lamp, some different stuff, gems and whatnot. Basically everything you need to do gel polish, so that's pretty fun. I got the big Kiss kit because the other one, the little one, didn't have a brush, so when I went back I just got the big one. So we're gonna get all into that. It's got the apple drops or whatever. I also have the Wooden Model 1's brush coming. I have another surprise giveaway thing on its way. So we're gonna have fun this week. Now, to the Young Nails brush. Now, this brush is normally $56. I got it during the flash sale for I think $25. I was curious about the brush. I had seen him use it in videos, but I was hesitant because of the price. I do not want to waste that much money on a brush, and I didn't know what their customer service was like should I have a problem. So once it was on sale, that I am willing to risk. I had it recommended by a viewer, C. Mayo, although I was kind of looking at it for a while. So, a couple things. A friend of mine purchased their core kit and one of these brushes. When she received the brush, the handle was loose. She messaged me asking how to fix it, and I was like, contact customer service. She paid too much for that brush. She did. They answered her the same day and sent her a brush right out. So they do stand by their product. And as far as Young Nails, like, everything I've gotten from them has been super consistent. Now, it's not top of the line, but I always know what I get from them is going to work and it's going to do its job. I'm not having my equipment failing on me, you know, in the middle of something, which I really appreciate. So I didn't expect it to be awful. Normally, I don't do crimped brushes because I like to keep this point on it. This one, and I will get into the point business here in a while, this one did, so I'm actually a big fan. And for such a big brush, it does have a very narrow, precision-like point. So let me show you a picture of the brush when I first got it. I was livid. It looked trashed. Now, when I stuck it in Monomer, let me show you what I'm talking about. When I stuck it in Monomer, the brush just magically, like it knew what to do, got its point. It just went right back into shape. It's crazy, right? Now, this brush does tend to flatten out as you use it, as all brushes will, and literally the point will just snap back. All you have to do is tap the sides, and it goes right back to its original point, which I thought was awesome. Now, this week, well, actually for the last month, I have put this brush through its paces. I did long nails, I did short nails. I let acrylic dry in it on purpose to see how well it cleaned out. If it damaged it, to put it in acetone. I've beat it to death, and it every time just snaps right back. And I am super impressed. So I'm gonna demonstrate for you guys. I'm using Young Nails Cover Flamingo today to show you guys, you know, we're just gonna use young nail stuff today. So it does pick up pretty good sized beads. It holds a lot of monomer. Now it doesn't pick up huge, you know, 1 bead method beads, but they're pretty big. And it releases well, like good round beads, holds its point even then. So I didn't drain this one, so. Yeah, and I intentionally abused it so that I could see, you know, if it was gonna crap out on me, what it took to make it crap out, right? And so far, nothing. Even after I let acrylic dry in it and cleaned it with acetone and my little spoolie thing, I didn't lose not one hair, which is surprising because especially the first few times you use a brush, most brushes, you'll lose a couple hairs when you clean them. Like, that's just kind of part of it. This one, nothing. I lost nothing. I was super impressed, especially because, like I said, I was really rough on it. Now, I'm going to show you how well it wipes off here in a second, too. I'm not being gentle. I'm mushing the acrylic down into the brush. I'm patting, you know. I want to be able to use it, okay? If I pay this much for a brush, I better be able to kick it down the stairs. I'm cheap. I really am. I don't like, I mean, I like to blow money, but little bits at a time. And I want to get, you know, what I pay for. Even though I buy inexpensive stuff a lot, if it's crap, I return it. So I still think you should get what you pay for. And at this price, it better perform. Now, I did a set which were super short, like barely off the nail bed short. And usually for something like that, I have to switch to a smaller brush, like a size 8 or a size 10, you know, a small size 10 at that. And that's because I have a lot of trouble with short nails. And using bigger brushes tends to make that harder because you can't really keep a nice point on it. And when you're doing short nails, you need to work in a tiny space. So normally I switch to a smaller brush. This one actually performed very well on short nails because of that point, because it keeps that point. And I will show you guys here in a second. So for cuticles, like you can see that it flattens out as I'm using it. Which you do want, you know, you want it to be somewhat flat. Oop. So that you can pat and get, you know, a nice smooth surface. Well, normal people can. I don't. I can't seem to get a good smooth surface to save my life. But anyway, I digress. That's what my file's for, so I don't even care. Oh, I will be doing a video on that too, how to cut your time down with your application and stuff. What I do to practice. So let's get a couple more beads in here and I'll show you the wiping process. So I'm pretty rough on brushes. We all know that. I know that about myself. So my neighbor's got a new radio in his car. He's very excited about it. You guys can probably tell. So I'm not being super careful. I'm just wiping it normally. So before we do the cuticles, let me show you how well it wipes. So I got a little space here. I need some. I'm gonna mush it up and just be rude to it. You guys can see? All right. So just with wiping normally, we have a little acrylic where I picked up that bead and kind of smashed it around, right? So we're gonna get it wet in the monomer and just do our normal wiping. Like I said, I'm abusing it to specifically to see, and no acrylic, which I was really impressed with. The thing just wipes right off. And you can see, like, now it's flattened out. So I'm gonna get it wet, tap the sides, and it goes right back to its low point. And that point is important for this, for the cuticle. So when you get a cuticle bead, normally, and I'm gonna show you with a bigger brush here in a second, you have to walk it up, right? As I've explained before, you lay it a little bit down from the cuticle and then you push up. You don't want to lay it right by the cuticle. You want to kind of walk it around with your brush, right? And you want a brush that's going to be able to get into that space and clean if you get it on the cuticle or whatever. And this one, the tip stays so sharp and so precise that it'll fit in this tiny little spot without touching the acrylic. You guys see how it fits in there to clean, and it doesn't wipe away all of my acrylic. It didn't touch it, actually, so, which is pretty impressive. Now, I'm gonna show you what I mean about the point with the bigger brush. Let me grab one of my big fat ones. Let's do this one. Which, I mean, bigger brushes have their place. If you're doing like XXL nails or whatever, you definitely want a bigger brush because you don't want to be there all day. But the problem with that is when you go to do cuticle work, and you go to push it up, when the brush kind of flattens, it covers more surface and you tend to go over on the sides when the brush spreads out because it's the same width at the top, right? And then bigger brushes, when you go to clean like this, they bunch up and they're too wide to get that sharp point. You see what I mean? Now, even walking it up a little bit at a time, the brush is spreading too far because it's big, which with practice, you know, most people can make that work. I like that I don't have to with the Young Nails brush. That impressed me a lot. I can get that super precise, and look, it's still, without touching the acrylic, fits in that space. Also, when you go to wipe it, you have that like razor-like precise point, which I really, really appreciate because I'm a mess, and we know I'm a mess, so that's okay. But, so this is after the application and digging all through. There's no acrylic in the brush whatsoever. I soaked it in acetone for about 20-30 minutes to get that dried acrylic out because I wanted to make sure I could. That's how I clean my brushes. I know some people don't do that, however I do, so I need to know that my brush is going to tolerate it. Now with cheap brushes, when you soak them in acetone, you'll get this, that white kind of fuzz at the end where it dries out, where the acetone dries it out. Let me show you another one, like this. And this one did not do that. It kept its color really well, like it didn't dry it out. I don't recommend leaving your brushes in acetone at all, but if you get dried acrylic in them, it's okay to dip them and then soften it and scrape it out. So I would absolutely, if I was in a pinch, buy this brush at full price. I will be watching for it on sale. They're supposed to be having a Memorial Day sale. They had the flash sale, but there weren't any brushes included, so I was pretty sad about that. However, check it out for Memorial Day. You know, a lot of times they include one of their brushes on sale. So I absolutely would pay $50 for this brush. It is absolutely worth it. And a few people have told me that they've kept it for years, like that they've been using it for over a year because with proper care, it holds up really well. And it's so weird how it just snaps back after every use. You know what I mean? Like, it's really kind of cool. No training necessary to get the hairs to go back, nothing. It just goes right back into its shape. And it releases monomer, like, it doesn't flood, it just seems to know what to do, and that is really cool. So, if you have it to spend, I do highly recommend it, or if you're looking to invest, like if you're a beginner and you're getting to where you're ready to invest in some good brushes for yourself, you know, if you're beyond the practice point, and you want to get a brush that's going to last you a few years and make it easier, this one absolutely has made application easier for me. Just because of that cuticle point, like it's crazy. I love it. It is amazing for cuticles. I cannot stress enough how much easier it's made that. But yeah, if you know, you have it to spend, I do recommend it. Now, am I saying everyone needs to go blow that much on a brush? No. I mean, that's not in everybody's budget. Clear, like it's not really even in mine. So like if you can, I do recommend it. If not, there are other options. This was just for this particular brush. I do very, very much love it. And I've been using it a lot on myself, on other people, on the practice hand, which you can't tell because I don't look like I've practiced at all. But absolutely recommend it. Like, and see, even when it flattens out, you just tap it, even dry, it goes right back. It's just super impressive. Like, I'm really impressed with it. I did not expect to be. Like, I know Young Nails is consistent and they're decent quality, but I've never like been wowed by their stuff. It's just, you know, it's kind of there, you know? It's like, let me think. Like, well, it's not Mono Ones for sure. It's like, it's not delivery, but it's not frozen pizza either. It's DiGiorno. It's just right, their stuff's right in the middle. And this brush is absolutely my favorite brush now. Now, I do have the Glitter Bells brush I'm going to review this week, so it may not stay that way, but absolutely, if you have the money to spend and you want to invest in a brush that's going to last you for a while and hold up, this has all the hallmarks of a brush that'll last you for a few years. Like, it's special. So, let me go ahead. I've rambled enough for today. So, if you guys can, check it out or wait for the next sale is what I recommend. So for this week, we got a lot going on. We got the Poly Gel, we got the Kiss Kit, we got all the different brushes I have coming in. So it's probably the next few weeks. And the giveaways, so make sure you have your notifications turned on. Something else I wanted to ask, we were talking about the nail room tour and about how much stuff I have that piles up here. Most of this stuff I use once for the videos, and I don't send it back unless it's bad, even if it's stuff that I'm not, you know, really going to use again, like the Mono ones or whatever. So if any of you know of a nail tech who's just starting out, like I said, I usually just open it once for the video and then I never use it again. And I'd hate for this stuff to go to waste, whereas somebody who's maybe struggling financially could get use out of it. If you guys know someone who's trying to learn and maybe could use it, it would be properly sanitized and, like I said, only open for a video. Most of it's actually never been opened or just part of it opened. If you know someone who would be open to that, mention them in the comments or send them my way. And I will pick someone to put together a little kit for, if that's, you know, something anybody's interested in. But yeah, so maybe let me know. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. We're already past 450 already after that. Like, it's happened already. So you guys are amazing. I know you guys are like sharing, and the commenting pushes me up in the searches, and you guys are awesome. That's like all your work and you're doing, and I really appreciate it. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff. I also decided that at 500, we are going to do another core kit giveaway. And I am going to do a second place. And I'm going to do either Kiara Sky or the Glam and Glitz Build Your Own kit for second place. So I wanted to do something big for 500, and the Young Nails kit went over really well. So I think we're going to do that again, and another little kit for somebody, you know, who is interested. So as always, thank you guys for watching.